So table 6-4 are the muscles of the vertebral column, and we have a group and then an additional muscle. So the group is the erector spinae muscle. So I'm going to start from the position I started from with the neck muscles, and I'm going to remove some of these muscles here. So I'm going to hide my latissimus. I'm hiding these serratus anterior or posterior muscles. And you can see that there's these muscles that run right down the spine of the back. And there's 3 of them. So the one that is most lateral, so both of these muscles here are the same muscle, is the Iliocostalis. And you can see where they have attachments on the ribs. So costal refers to rib, so Iliocostalis. The middle muscle is the longest muscle, so it's the longissimus or the longissimus. And then the third muscle is the muscle that is most medial and closest to the spine of the vertebrae, and that is the spinalis group. So all 3 muscles are going to have the same action, and depending on whether one side or both sides contract, that action will change. So there is a mnemonic that is helpful for some people. If you're thinking from lateral to medial, if you think of the mnemonic I love spaghetti, the I stands for the Iliocostalis, the L stands for longissimus, and the spaghetti stands for is spinalis. So there's some other things you could replace the S with if you wanted to make it a little more spicy. But if one side of this erector spinae group contracts, it's going to cause you to stand up in an upright position. So if you were flexed forward, the erector spinae group would bring you back up into a standing position. That's if both sides contract. It will bring you up to a standing position. If one side contracts, it's going to laterally flex your torso. So one side of the erector spinae group will laterally flex your torso. Both sides of the iliocostalis, both sides of the erector spinae group are going to cause you to stand up in an upright erect position. So if you're up and walking and standing, then your erector spinae groups are activated. So the last muscle in this group is the Quadratus Lumborum, and it's a very deep muscle. So again, I'm going to remove some layers. That was a lot of layers. So the Quadratus Lumborum basically runs from the ilium up to the ribs and the lumbar vertebrae. So it is extremely deep. So from an anterior view, you can see this muscle if you were to remove all of the abdominal contents, all of the organs, the skin, the muscle, then you would be able to see the Quadratus Lumborum from an anterior view. So this muscle will assist with extension of the back, but it can only do it in the lumbar region because it sits so low on the spine. But it can also cause lateral flexion depending on which side contracts. If it's one side, it will do lateral flexion. So again, that is the Quadratus Lumborum, and you can see that it kind of is a 4-sided shape, if that helps you remember the name.